And I want to welcome everybody in the Tyne Davis Gymnasium here on the campus of Faulkner University for tonight's contest, the SSAC Game of the Week between Faulkner Lady Eagles and the visitors from UT Southern. I'm Grayson Plunkett here bringing in all the action for both teams. As we go ahead and get ready here, we're about to go over the starting lineups, both teams getting the final instructions in. In just a second, as we go over the starters for both teams. We'll get those to you in just a second. So, of course, this is the Tennessee Southern team that's not unfamiliar to this conference as they enter in their first year, as Tennessee Southern comes in at 9-7, 2-3 in the conference. This is actually their first season in the SSAC since 2019, where they won the regular season and tournament championships. They were formerly known as Martin Methodist College. To anyone who may not know, they went under the name change when not too long after they had flipped over to the Mid-South Conference, but we're happy to have them back here. These two teams have had a lot of battles over the years as Manny Hart gets it started off here with the serve. Set up an attack, blocked there by Hannah Bryan. The attack was there by Ortega from the back. Bryan gets it back over. The setup there from Laura Howell, nothing doing there. Hart sets it up to Owens. Kept alive by Walker, set up by Howell. The attack there from Morgan Averett. There's a quick kill for UT Southern. Go over to starters for both teams real quick. On the side of UT Southern, you have number 2, Haley Walker, and as your libero. Number 4, Sophia Ortega. Is number 8, Morgan Averett. Number 13, Olivia Ward. Number 15, Grace Wiggins. Also getting the start here today. And then on the side of Faulkner, you've got number 16, Hannah Bryan. Number 8, Victoria Wheeler. Number 6, Mandy Hart. Number 11, Haven Owens, who happened to get a kill there on that one. Number 3, Ashton McCullough, also starting as your libero tonight. And Julia Rice also started as well. So, it's 2-1 here. Of course, Faulkner coming in tonight, 3-10, 2-3 in the conference. Of course, their last game for Faulkner was a loss versus Blue Mountain last night, 25-23, 25-20, and 25-14. And even though it was a sweep, it was probably the best that this team has looked all season long. I was talking a little bit with Coach Renda today about the loss. She said, you know, we had a lot of belief. If we won the first set, that belief would have grown stronger. As the game went on, and there's another kill for UT Southern, as it is number 8, Morgan Averett, serving here for the Firehawks. And so Faulkner looking to get back into the swing of things with a win today against a UT Southern team who comes in at 9-7, 2-3 in the conference. So both teams carrying the same record in terms of facing conference opponents. Yesterday they were traveling. They traveled down to Stillman College, won in a clean sweep, 3-0. So they're looking to get a win here today and keep it going. So quick timeout from Faulkner. We'll take it with him as well. You are watching Lady Eagles volleyball here on FSN.
At Nukes, we know that for you, it's all about flavor. You want unique combinations that truly tempt your taste buds. Culinary classics that go to a whole new level. You like being served fresh takes on old favorites. All in a fun, stylish, casual place to be. All we want is to see that smile when you take your very first bite. So come see us at Nukes Eatery.
And welcome back into Tyne Davis Gymnasium as we continue on here. Victoria Wheeler on the attack, coming out of timeout, kept alive. That one gets back over. Owens. Hart sets it up there to Charlie Jordan, kept alive. Owens. Hart sets up to Wheeler, kept up. Then the attack all the way from the back by number 8. That was Averett, and that goes out, so it'll be a point to Faulkner. It's 7-3 now. And Faulkner, of course, they're facing a daunting task as they face two of probably the best attackers in the conference this year, as both Morgan Averett and Sophia Ortega rank in the top 5, and not just kills, but kills per set, as Morgan Averett 211 kills, second in the conference. She's averaging 3.7 kills a set, which is also second in the conference. And Ortega, who's on the block there, 189 kills, third in the conference. And she's averaging 3.32 kills a set, which is fourth in the conference as well. So this team, an attacking team, and a team that has a lot of strong attackers as well. So that will be something that Faulkner has probably scouted and have to look and has an eye on, as it will be Ellie Sear on the serve here as Faulkner gets the point there. Kept up by Hannah Oliver. The attack there by Ortega, nothing doing. Sears setting it up there for Jordan. That one goes out. That'll bring the score now 10-4. And it will be number 4, Ortega, serving here. Set up by Sear. The attack by Rekek. And that one goes out, and there's a point to Faulkner, bringing it now 10-5. And Colby Bates will be serving for Faulkner, as Bella Vespi and Charlie Jordan will come out. And Bates, serve, gets it across. Set up there by Howell. And then the kill by, I believe it was by number 13, Olivia Ward. So that will bring Haley Walker up to serve now for the Firehawks. One gets across, McCullough. Sears sets it up to Rice. Kept up by Ortega, but diving effort there by Howell. She couldn't get to it, so that'll bring the score 11-6, as now McCullough will be on the serve. McCullough gets it across, Ortega. Set up there by Howell, and the quick attack by Averett. Nothing doing. Sears setting it up there for Keck. Deflects off of Ward. And there's another point for the Lady Eagles. It's 11-7 now. So McCullough will hop on the serve once more. McCullough, the transfer from Lorene B. Wallace Community College in Andalusia, Alabama. Transferred to the team over the summer. And she's made an immediate impact, of course, being the team's libero. So far, she has 154 digs, which is 6th in the conference among her fellow liberos. She also has 30 assists and 12 aces. So so far she's filling a crucial part of this team. As Haven Owens and Manny Hart will come back in following the kill by Faulkner. It's 12-9. Faulkner whittled the lead down to just 3 as Manny Hart will be on the serve here. The all-freshman player last year on the serve. That one goes out. Pardon me, it was 12-8. Now it's 13-8. The scoreboard, of course, you got to be careful with that scoreboard. That button does get stuck a lot. So it cannot. So instead of saying it's user error, it's more of machine error on that one as the attack there. The whistle blew. And they're saying it's a error on the Firehawks. So that'll bring the score now 13-9 as Hannah Bryan will come off. So will Colby Bates and Bella Vespi and Charlie Jordan will check in. Vespi, the true freshman from Reno, Nevada. 20 service aces so far this year for her. Puts her in the top half of the conference on that one as that quick attack there from, I believe that was Ortega there, gets the kill for the Firehawks, and it brings Averett to serve. Averett on the year, along with those 211 kills, she also has 16 service aces, 140 digs, and 20 blocks. So an all-around player as Haven Owens with the quick tap on that attack. And that brings it now 14-10 as Julia Rice will come in for McCullough and Jalen Strength, will come in for Faulkner. Faulkner wearing the Sunday whites or the new and improved Sunday whites, I should say, with the solid blue numbers and the Eagle logo on the left shoulder. Meanwhile, UT Southern in the bright orange basketball jerseys, or traditional volleyball jerseys, as you would say, with the white numbers and black outlines, black or grayish outlines. As that block from Rice goes out, almost went into the basketball net. So if that went in, that would have been – if that went in, does Faulkner get 2 points? I don't know. You be the judge. You know, we could play house rules, but who knows? So the attack there from Jordan goes out, and it's now a 17-10 lead. That's now quick rotation for Faulkner as Jordan will come out, and Bella Acosta, the true freshman from Ocala, Florida, will come in. Set up there. Hart went over. Ortega set it up there to number 10, Howell, and she'll get a kill. And Coach Tori Wren is going to call a quick timeout and rally the troops. And we'll take a quick break with them as well. You're watching Lady Eagles Volleyball here on FSN. Welcome back into the swing of things. Rice gets it back over. The attack there from number 18, Kaylee Moody. It's the kill for UT Southern's 19-10. It is number 6, Isabella Garza. Be on the serve now for UT Southern. Gets across. McCullough. Acosta setting it up there to Vespi, who gets it back over. Set up by Howell, and then the attack there by, again, Moody. And it deflects off of Julia Rice, who tried to block it, and it goes out. So there's a point for UT Southern. So it's 10-point lead in this first set, 20-10. The ensuing attack there by Garza. Hart sets it up there to Owens. It goes off of the hands of Jasmine Wilson, who just checked in. So bring it 22-11 now as Ree Keck comes in, and so does Ellie Sear for Faulkner. And Sear will get it across here. That was Walker. Set up to Ortega. Defended well there, and then it was blocked. They were sent back by Ortega. So it's now 20. Well, never mind. They gave the point to Faulkner. Pardon me. So the point goes to Faulkner there on the appeal of for a violation. So it's 20-12 now. Sear gets it across. There's Walker. Set up by Howell. Attack there by Ortega. Good job by Vespi to get up under it. Keck keeping it alive, and Sear gets it back over. Howell on the quick attack, though, and gets the kill for UT Southern. So it's 21-12. Your score as Wilson comes out, and in will come number 13, Olivia Ward. And it looks like it will be Ortega on the serve. Vespi. Sear sitting up there to Acosta. Nothing doing. Set up there by Howell. Attack by Ortega. Nothing doing. Sear sets it up there to Rice. And it gets just tapped through, so it's another point for UT Southern, making it 22-12 now. So back to a 10-point lead now as Ortega gets it back over. Rice, Vespi, and Keck did not get up under it like she wanted to. It is now 23-12. The attack there from Ortega. Vespi keeping it alive. Sear had to come all the way from the net to get to that one. But Faulkner gets it back over. The attack there kept alive, sent back over. Howell sets it up there for Moody there. And there's another kill for UT Southern. So set point for the Firehawks is now number 20. Kendall Rice comes in for Faulkner. Rice, the sophomore from just right up the road, Pike Road, Alabama, graduate of Pike Road High School. It's the left-hand attack stays true, and then Julia Rice with the block there keeps Faulkner in this set. It's 24-13. So Acosta will come in for Bates, and Bryan will come in for Vespi, and Bates will serve now for Faulkner. Bates, 14 service aces for her on the year. Is the quick attack off the light touch there for Firehawks there. Olivia Ward ends the set. Faulkner falls in this first one 25-13. And we'll take a quick break as both teams switch sides, and we'll be back with set 2. You're watching Lady Eagles Volleyball here on FSN.
At DoubleTree by Hilton, we believe in nice. Not your okay, fine, just being polite kind of nice, but a genuine nice. The kind that's contagious, that you can't help but take with you. The kind of nice you want to share with others. But don't take our word for it. Come for a stay. and help us prove nice travels. Book at DoubleTree.com.
All right, welcome back into Tyne Davis Gymnasium here on the campus of Faulkner University. So we get ready for set 2 between Faulkner and UT Southern. If you're just joining us, Faulkner lost the first set 25-13. Live stats is on the fritz, so if you're trying to follow through that, I apologize, not able to have that up for you tonight. But it's just like everything with technology. Sometimes things just get on the fritz, and it just happens that way. So I'm not going to be able to provide you much, but it keeps me more focused on the action as we go along here. As Howell's serve goes into the net here, and Faulkner gets the first point of set 2. And Howell, speaking of her, of course, coming in the leader in assists in the conference with 435. Also averaging 8.88 assists per set. Second in the conference as well. 17 aces, 76 digs. Earlier this year, passed 2,000 career assists. As for the junior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. As they'll get a quick kill there, bring it now 2-1. Last year she was also an honorable mention in the Mid-South Conference. As Hart set that one up for Wheeler, nothing doing there. Howell setting it up there for Ortega, blocked. Kept alive though, as Howell sets it up to Everett there, or Everett. And another kill brings it now 2-2. And there's the serve, gets back over, kept alive by Wheeler, set up there by Hart, blocked. Keck pushes it back over and gets a kill, bringing it now 3-2. So now Julia Rice will come back in, and so will Jalen Strength. Strength, another true freshman from Wetumpka, Alabama. Went to Edgewood High School so far this year on the serves. She has 4 aces to her credit this year, as the quick attack there by Ortega ties it back up for UT Southern, as it will be Averett on the serve. McCullough gets it back over. Howell sliding, saved there by Oliver, and send it back over. Hart sets it up there to Bryan, and Bryan gets the kill there. That'll bring the score now 4-3. Speaking of Hannah Bryan, her number, so good to see her back in playing shape again after missing several games with an injury, dealing with a concussion. It's good to see her back in action again as the attack there from Owens. Still kept alive by UT Southern. Blocked again by Julia Rice, and that one falls straight down, and it's 4-4. And Julia Rice, I was going over the record books today, going over her career numbers. She passed the 200 blocks mark last week. Congratulations to her. The attack there blocked by Moody, but it goes out, so it's 6-3 for Faulkner, as Sear will be on the serve. That one gets across. So Oliver got up under that one. Ortega got it over to Walker, who gets it back over. Bryan on the attack there. Goes out. So it'll be a point to UT Southern. And now it will be number 6, Isabella Garza on the serve. Owens, Sear sets it up to Bryan, and that one will stay in. Oh, actually, never mind. They gave that one to UT Southern there. And I'm surprised. All right, never mind. Never mind. So the appeal runs to the side of Faulkner, as now Howell will discuss it with the chair. So Hannah Bryan will get a kill there. So it's 7-4, at least as it stands right now. As it stands right now. And Hannah Bryan will be on the serve. So the point is still going to the side of Faulkner. Charlie Jordan will check in. And Bryan will be on the serve. Bryan gets it across. It's Howell. Set up there by, or excuse me, that wasn't Howell. That was Oliver, actually. Howell set it up there. And then the quick kill by, I believe that was, number 13, Olivia Ward. The serve there by Ortega. Gets over. Jordan on the attack. Kept alive by Ortega. Set up there by Howell. And a quick attack by Ward. Nothing doing. Quick attack by Jordan. Hit up by Walker, and it goes out. So that will bring it to now 8-5 as Ashton McCullough will serve for Faulkner. Speaking of Haley Walker, the libero from Tennessee Southern, 187 digs, 16 kills for her, and 22 assists on the year. As a slip up there in positioning ends up into a point for UT Southern. Sear sets it up there for Owens. Kept alive by Ortega. Howell sets it up there to Averett. And 3 Lady Eagles dive for it. Not one could get to it in time. So that brings it now 8-7, as it will be Walker on the serve once more. Walker gets it across. Bryan Sears setting up there to Wheeler, and that one goes high and up into the walkway. And that'll be a point for Faulkner. The second one that ended up getting into the breezeway this year. So if you were watching the broadcast last night, remember that one actually got hit up and landed right in between the bars up here close to where we broadcast. So, which was go down as an all-time moment, as a quick kill for the Firehawks makes it 9-8. So a 1-point Faulkner lead as Howell will serve. By Hart, nothing doing there. Walker keeping it alive. And then Everett's attack goes off into the net. So that will be a point to Faulkner. It is 10-8 as Jordan will come out. In will come Colby Bates, the sophomore from right here in Montgomery, Alabama, graduate of Lamp High School, as there'll be a timeout, I believe, on the side of the Firehawks. And so they'll take the quick timeout, and we'll take it with them. You're watching Lady Eagles volleyball here on FSN. Welcome back into Tyne Davis Gymnasium. There's Colby Bates on the serve. She'll get it across. There's Walker. Howell sets it up there to Oliver. Bates got up under it as best she could, but it took a weird deflection, so it's 10-9. Here's the serve. There'll be Oliver, or excuse me, Ward. So Ward on the attack there, pardon me. And then here comes the attack, blocked by, take your pick, Victoria Wheeler or Reek Keck. Just take your pick. And speaking of Victoria Wheeler, she also passed the 100 blocks threshold. Sitting at 102 now, so that's a career milestone for her as a Lady Eagle. So congratulations to Victoria as well. As that deflection by Julia Rice goes up and into the stands. That'll bring the score now 11-10. A good-sized crowd here tonight for some Friday night volleyball. As Hart sets it up there to Bryan. That goes off the hands of Howell. It's 12-10, your score. As Ellie Sear will come in, and so will Haven Owens. Ellie Sear on the serve. Walker gets behind it. Howell set it up there. Going to call, I believe, a ball handling error or a set error on Howell. So it'll be 13-10. Here comes the serve from Sear, another true sophomore, I should say, on this team. Last year she was a true freshman. And miscommunication on the side of the Firehawks gives Faulkner another point. So it's now 14-10. Beg your pardon. I did not see that Grace Wiggins is now checked into the game, and she gets it across there. Colby Bates on that one. Ellie Sears sneaks it over, but kept alive. Howell sets it up there to Ortega. Kept alive by Sear. McCullers setting it up for Bryan. Kept alive by Howell. Walker sets it up there to Moody. And there's a kill for Faulkner. 15-10 your score. Here comes Ellie Sear on the serve. Gets it across. That was Oliver that got up under that one. And the attack there from Ortega. Gets the kill for UT Southern. It stops the bleeding there for a little bit. This is now 15-11. And in will come Isabella Garza. Garza, the sophomore from Memphis, Tennessee, went to White Station High School. That one was hit way high in the air. Bryan had to get that one back over from her bench. And UT Southern takes advantage of it and will get the quick kill, making it 15-12. Here comes Garza on the serve again and gets it across. Bates, Sears sets it up there for Rice. Kept alive there that was Oliver there. And then the ensuing attack. Ensuing attack, nothing doing there as it'll be a point for Faulkner. It's 16-12, and number 16 for Faulkner. Hannah Bryan will be on the serve, gets it across. And there, the attack by Ortega, kept up by Owens. Set up by Sear, the attack by Bryan, blocked. And they're going to say that Rice hit the net. So it'll be 16-13. Speaking of that, number 13, Olivia Ward will come in. As Ortega will serve now for the Firehawks. Ortega gets it across. Jordan. Sear sets it back up to Jordan. Handled well by Ortega. Howell sets it up there for Ward, and there's a quick kill for UT Southern as UT Southern brings it to within 2. Ortega gets it across. Bryan, Sears setting it there for Owens, and just gets by Garza. We're bringing now 17-14 as McCullough will serve for Faulkner. McCullough will get it across. Garza, quick setup. From doing there is Sear. Set it up to Owens, and there's another kill for the fifth-year senior. As Owens gets the point there, making it 18-14. And there's McCullough on the serve. Up under it is Garza. The setup and attack there to Ward. Puts the Firehawks back up on the board. It's 18-15 now as Walker will be on the serve. Walker got it across there as Sear setting it up to Jordan. Goes off the net. And they're going to give the point to UT Southern. To the displeasure of the crowd here in Tyne Davis. As Coach Renda was asking for a quick explanation. So Walker on the serve. Sear sets it up there to Wheeler, and Wheeler gets the kill for the Eagles. So it's the Lady Eagles 19-16 your score. So I want to give a special shout out to our entire FSN crew working today. We got Tate Hammer on ball rotation. We got the table crew of Allie Tomlinson, Brittany Sherrill, Luke Wakefield, and Sammy Harwood. Kept alive there by Ortega. I don't know how that one stayed up. And the attack by Garza goes out, so there's a point for Faulkner. It's 20-16, but going back to the FSN crew working tonight, Sammy Ludwig on the scoreboard operations today. Ruthie Brown on the music. Jackson Hall becoming a jack of all trades with doing PA earlier tonight for the introductions, and did PA and is now walking around doing photography. And Trinity Thomas on stats and Anna Wakefield on the spotting duties tonight. Keon Brooks on doing the work as the producer tonight. J.C. McCurry also on the on ball rotation with Tate Hammer as well. So we got a pretty good crew here tonight working. Of course, as time goes on here, so both teams go into a timeout. I believe it was UT Southern was on the timeout there. You got to think that if you're Faulkner, you're sitting right now, you're 4 points away from a set win. And if you're UT Southern, you're trying to dig yourselves out of a hole, and it looks like most of UT Southern, most of Faulkner's points have come off of either just excellent placement by Haven Owens and Hannah Bryan, the dynamic duo, and even just some costly mistakes by UT Southern as well. Just some costly attack errors and set errors and any other error you can think of, as Averitt gets the quick kill there. We're now 21-17. Now coming into the game is number 11. That is Emma Beardsley, a true freshman, 6 foot from Lewisburg, Tennessee, graduate of Independence High School, as the Howell on the serve. Jordan, Mandy Hart setting up there for Ree Keck. And it was kept up there by Ward. And couldn't keep it alive, so that'll be a point to Faulkner's. 22-17 as Bates will be the server now for the Lady Eagles. As Jordan will come off. Serve there. That was Walker on the reception, and that will be a service ace for Colby Bates. And it looked like Walker there got it under it pretty good, and I think Howell just misjudged it. Howell doesn't misjudge that one, sets it up to Averitt, but then it's a point that goes to UT Southern, so it's 23-18. So we're 1 point. So if UT Southern scores here, we're in red alert status. Ward on the serve, gets it across, and there's a service ace for Ward, and we have a 23-19 on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. So here comes Ward on the serve again. Bryan, Hart, nice little set to Wheeler, nothing doing. Walker sets it up to Ortega, and there's a quick kill, and it's now 23-20. And then the ensuing attack there goes on the side of Faulkner. So it's set point for the Lady Eagles. As Julia Rice comes in, so will Jalen Strength. Attack there by Strength, nothing doing. Set up by Howe and attacked by Ortega. Gets the quick kill for the Firehawks, as now it is 21-14. Excuse me, 24-21. I just realized what I said. Math is hard, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. As the attack there by Ortega, kept alive. McCullough sets it up to Keck. And that one just goes out. So now it's 24-22. And Coach Tori Renda going to call a timeout to try and get the girls calmed down here as we go into a point in the game now where it's 24-22. And Faulkner just trying to get a set taken away, trying to take away a set here from the Firehawks. And you got to think that the most important thing here if you're Faulkner is you've been in this situation before. Just play the game. Just play your game. Calm down. Don't worry as much about the fact that it's a set point. Just treat it like every other point. And if you're UT Southern, you're kind of sitting in the catbird seat because you saw how rattled Faulkner got in that during that last rally. So it's 24-22. As Faulkner returns to the court. So here we go. Both teams return to the court. It will be Averett on the serve here. That one goes into the net. And Faulkner takes a set away from the Firehawks, 25-22. And a set where Faulkner looked just about as good as they have looked since, well, you could say even yesterday. So, as both teams switch sides, we'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have set 3 between Faulkner and UT Southern. You are watching the SSAC Game of the Week and Lady Eagles Volleyball here on FSN. All right, and welcome back to Tyne Davis Gymnasium here on the campus of Faulkner University as it is 1-1 here in the SSAC Game of the Week between Faulkner and UT Southern, or as we call, as I like to lovingly call, the artist formerly known as Martin Methodist College. As that one's kept up. Hart set up that one just barely, and Brian managed to get that one through. McCullough, Hart setting that one up there to Keck. Nothing doing. Howell sets it up there to Ortega. Kept up by Keck. Hit up there by Ward. Nothing doing. As Hart sets it up there to Charlie Jordan. There's a quick kill for the Lady Eagles. And you can feel you can understandably feel the confidence coming off of this team. As now there's a error called on Faulkner. So now UT Southern gets the point back, but it's funny, as now Ward's on the serve. McCullough receives that one well. Jordan sets it up there to Bryan. Walker got behind that one. Howell sets it up to Ward, and that one just goes into the net, so that's another point for Faulkner. So Jordan will come in, or come out, and in will come Colby Bates. And Bates will get it across here. Howell setting it up there to Everett, nothing doing. Hart setting up to Bryan, and that one just a bit outside, as now the score is 2-2. The serve will get across there from Ortega. Hart setting it up there to Victoria Wheeler. And that probably had to be the hardest attack and fastest attack I've seen from Wheeler. Just how fast she got her arm up and already going on the attack there. And that's someone else to talk about on this Faulkner team. Victoria Wheeler, 90 kills coming into the today, and 28 blocks, having a great junior year so far. As that attack goes to the side of UT Southern, so it's tied up at 3, as it will be number 6, Isabella Garza on the serve. Bates handled that one. Hart set up to Bryan. Nothing doing there as Garza was behind that one. And Howell tried to get the sneak attack there, and she didn't put quite enough under it. So that would bring the score now 4-3. Here comes Ellie Sear. And be on the serve for Faulkner. Sear gets it over just barely. Walker was right up under it. Howell setting it up there and was blocked. The attack there was by Kaylee Moody. And the block was by Rice, but it went out, so that will be a kill for Moody. So it is now 4-4. Rice. Sear sets up for Bryan. And there's a quick kill for Hannah Bryan, the senior. 5-4 your score, as now Charlie Jordan will check back in for the Lady Eagles. Bryan on the serve. She'll get it across. It was Averett. Set up there to Ward, and they'll call it a error on UT Southern, so there's a point for the Lady Eagles. 6-4 your score. Here comes Bryan on the serve again. Gets it across. Howell set it up, and it was blocked by Julia Rice. So it's 7-4 now. Here comes Bryan on the serve again. And that serve goes all the way out. Was looking for the corner there, but nothing doing, so now it brings it 7-5. That one gets across there, McCullough. Sears set up there to Rice. Then doing by Ward, Walker, and Ortega. Nothing doing there. Sears sets it up there to Jordan. Blocked. And there's a kill for UT Southern. There's a serve there. Bryan and Owens attack. Goes into the chair. And Owens checking on the chair like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ref, you good? The chair gave her kind of a smile. There's a serve from Walker. Sears setting it up there to Owens. Walker, Howell. And Ortega got it back over. Sears set it up there for Owens. Nothing doing. Rice trying to send it back over. Sears keeps it alive. McCullough sets it up. Jordan keeping it alive. Rice sends it back over. And Howell snuck it over. Good effort there from McCullough to try and get up under it as best she could. But there's nothing doing on that one. So it brings it now 8-7 as UT Southern takes back the lead. And that one goes out. Great awareness there on the side of Hannah Bryan, as that was Averett on the serve. And back in comes Wheeler for Rice, as McCullough will serve for Faulkner. The serve kept up. Howell. On attack is Averett. Sears setting it up there to Jordan. That one went off. At least I thought it went off the hand of somebody, but there's nothing doing there, as there will be a point to. Actually, never mind. That actually went back to Faulkner. I thought that somebody got a fingertip on it on the side of UT Southern. So it's 9-8 now in favor of the Lady Eagles, as McCullough will get it across. Howell set it up there for Ward, and it didn't get over, so that'll be a ball handling error. It's 10-8 now, your score. Here's McCullough on the serve. Get it across. It's Garza. Set up there to Ortega. Great job on McCullough keeping that one alive as Bryan gets it back over. Howell set up there to Ward. Kept alive by Sear. McCullough sets it up there to Jordan. Kept alive by Ortega. Howell sets it up there to Ortega again. Nothing doing. Sear sitting up there to Owens, and Sear could not get up there close enough to set it. So it's 10-9 now, as it will be Howell on the serve. Howell gets it over. McCullough, Sear to Owens. And Averett could not get up behind that one. So the score now is 11-9. So it will be Mandy Hart coming in for Faulkner, and so will Ree Keck. And I guess like part of the post for the chair fell off, some of the padding there. Ree Keck going to go ahead and repair that. And it's like, all right, now go back to my current job as volleyball, or current occupation as a volleyball player. Is Howell set that one up there to Ortega, and it goes into the net. So that'll bring the score 12-9. Here comes Hart on the serve. And that one just couldn't get over the net. So that will bring it now 12-10, your score. So Olivia Ward will be on the serve now for UT Southern. Hart sets it up there to Wheeler, and that one I'm going to assume was a block. And credit that one to number 15, Grace Wiggins. It's the serve from Moore, gets back over again. Keck sets it up. So Wheeler gets it back over. That one's kept alive by McCullough. The attack there from Keck was blocked by the senior Averett. So it's now all tied up at 12 apiece. This one gets across. Wheeler. Hart sets it up there to Wheeler. And is that a kill for Faulkner? It is. 13-12 your score. As it'll be Bates coming in for Jordan, and it will be Bates to serve. And Bates gets it across. Walker. Howell sets it up there for Ortega. Nothing doing. McCullough setting up there for Keck. Kept up there. Howell set it up there to Averett. And there's a quick point there for UT Southern. We're all tied up at unlucky 13. At least today's not Friday the 13th. So this one gets across. McCullough. Hart sets it up there to Bryan with the emphatic kill. Bringing it now 14-13. As back in will come Walker as that'll be Ortega coming out. And here's Strength on the serve. The Strength serve goes into the net, so that'll be a service error for her. 14 all. As we get to the middle of the third set. Once again, I want to thank you everybody for tuning in tonight, spending some of your Friday evening with us. The quick attack there kept up by Keck. It went off the head of Mandy Hart at one point, and Keck managed to get it back over, and then Averett's like, nah, not today. I'm going to send that right back. And Rice actually did get a hand on it as it went out. Great effort plays all around for Faulkner, and Bryan on the attack there. Set up Howell. Attacked by Averett and Bates. I don't think she was ready for how fast it was coming at her. 16-14 now. Everyone gets across. Bryan. McCullough. Back to Bryan. Nothing doing there as Garza handled that one. Howell sets it up to Averett. There's a quick kill for UT Southern. It's 17-14, and Coach Tori Renda going to call a quick timeout. And we'll take it with them. You're watching Lady Eagles Volleyball here on FSN. That one just barely gets over. Welcome back as Isabella Garza gets it started out of the timeout with a quick service ace, bringing it 18-14. One gets across. There's Bryan. Hart set up back to Bryan. Kept alive by number 5, Oliver. And then Hart diving for the ensuing attack there and nothing going, so that'll be a point to UT Southern, and then another point goes to UT Southern as Garza gets another service ace. So now it's 20-14. And gets across. Bryan, Hart to Keck, and it was Oliver who couldn't get up under it. So that'll be a point to the Firehawks. It is 20-15 now. So it'll be Ellie Seard checking in for Keck. And then it will be Haven Owens checking in for Mandy Hart. And it will be Sear on the serve. That one just gets over. Oliver. Howell set it up there to Moody, and there's a quick kill for her. So it's 20-16 now. Or excuse me, that went out. Pardon me. So it's a point to Faulkner. 20-16 again. Serve there by Sear. Attack there from Everett, kept alive. McCullough sets it up for Bryan. Kept alive by Oliver. Howell sets it up there to Averett, and there's a quick kill for UT Southern. It's 21-16 the score. And there's a quick rotation. Number 13, Olivia Ward, will come in. It'll be number 8, Morgan Averett. Sear on the quick attack. Rice gets it back over. Rice sending it right back. Kept alive. Howell sets it up there, and they're going to call it a point to Faulkner, saying that Ward hit the net. So it's a quick argument here from the. So now the dispute coach Janae Yancey is disputing the call, challenging it from the chair. As a soccer chant getting started, as a good old Olay chant getting started here. As we slowly wait for a decision here. And again, let's talk a little bit about Janae Yancey. This is her first season as a head coach, hired back during the off season. First season as the Firehawks head coach. And entering this season, coming into a new conference with a squad that has its fair share of upperclassmen and very good attackers as well, from evidence from tonight is any indication. Zavern on the attack there, kept alive by McCullough. Sear set it up there to Owens, and Owens couldn't quite get there quick enough for it. So it'll be 22-17 the score now. And there's the serve from Walker. Gets across. It's McCullough. Sear to Jordan. Kept alive just barely by Walker. Ortega couldn't get up under it. So now it is 22-18. As McCullough will serve now for Faulkner. Again, 22-18, gets across. Owens tries to send it back, and she does off of the deflection from Howell. There'll be a timeout for UT Southern. It's 22-19, and we'll take a quick break with them as well.
At DoubleTree by Hilton, we believe in nice. Not your okay, fine, just being polite kind of nice, but a genuine nice. The kind that's contagious, that you can't help but take with you. The kind of nice you want to share with others. But don't take our word for it. Come for a stay and help us prove nice travels. Book at DoubleTree.com.
And welcome back into Tyne Davis Gymnasium here on the campus of Faulkner University as we continue this matchup here. Here comes Ashton McCullough on the serve. Kept up by Garza. Howell on the attack there, kept alive. Owens hits it up, and Wheeler gets it back over. Howell set up there to Ortega, nothing doing. There's a setup there from Bryan, and Jordan gets the kill. Is probably the happiest person on the court right now. with that one, giving a bit of a nod to her teammate Hannah Bryan as McCullough will serve it here. Garza gets up under it. Howell, the setup there to Ward, kept alive by Sear. McCullough, set up there to Owens, kept alive by Everett. Kept alive by Garza there as Bryan gets it back over. The setup there and the attack by Ortega, kept alive by Sear. Bryan gets it back over with help from Jordan. Quick attack from Howell, kept alive. Sear setting it up there for Owens, kept alive by Garza. Howell set up there to, Howell set up there to Averett, nothing doing. Attack there. Howell, good job there, keeping it alive by Sear. McCullough gets back over to Jordan. Garza gets up under it. Howell set up there to Ward. Wheeler gets up under it, and Sear will send it back. Ward. Howell gets it. Hits it. It tips over the net and just goes out at Ellie Sear. You could probably see the sneaker mark she put in trying to stop herself from hitting it, realizing that it was about to go out. So it's 22-21. Faulkner trying to tie up the game, or try to tie up the set here. Blocked by Wheeler. McCullough. Sear to Wheeler. Kept alive. Garza. Howell. The attack from Averett rings true. Even though Haven Owens blocked it, it goes out, so it's 23-21. And it will be Howell on the serve. As checking in is number 15, Grace Wiggins. Sear sets it up there to Jordan. It just goes off the net. It is 24-21 in set 3. Howell getting ready to serve here for UT Southern. It's set point for the Firehawks. Bryan, Sear to Owens. Block, kept alive by Bryan. Sear sets up to Wheeler, and there's a quick kill for Faulkner. And in will come Mandy Hart, and in will come Ree Keck. And Hart will serve. Again, still set point for the Firehawks. So it is 24-22. Hart on the serve. Walker. Howell. And then a quick kill from Ortega. Seals the set for UT Southern. So UT Southern takes set 3, 25-22. And we'll take a quick break while both teams switch sides. When we come back, we'll bring you set 4. Will UT Southern come away with the win and finish it off in 4, or will Faulkner force a set 5? We'll find out on the other side. This is the SSAC Game of the Week here on FSN. Welcome back in the Tyne Davis Gymnasium here on the campus of Faulkner University as we get started for the penultimate set, set 4, between Faulkner and UT Southern in the SSAC Game of the Week. Just joining us here, UT Southern took the first set, Faulkner took the second set, and then UT Southern continue to hold control in the third set. So it's 2-1. UT Southern wins here. It's game, set, match. If Faulkner wins, well, we're going to 5. So Jordan gets it across here. Walker sets it up to Ward. And Jordan got the dig on it, tried to keep it alive, but goes out, so that'll be a point to the Firehawks. 1-0 here early on. As Howell gets it across. McCullough. Hart sets it up there to Wheeler. Nothing doing there. Kept alive by Wheeler. Hart setting up there for Keck. And it gets blocked there by Ortega. And it's 2-0 to start out this fourth set. Howell gets it across here. Hart sets it up there to Jordan. Kept alive by Averett. Ortega gets it across. Brian. Hart sets it up there to Wheeler. Nothing doing. The attack there. Kept alive. I think it was Ortega there on the attack. Kept alive, and Brian gets it back over. Sent back over there by Wiggins. Nothing doing. There's the attack there from Keck, kept alive by Walker. Howell, Ortega gets it back over. Hart, McCullough, the Jordan, blocked, but it goes out, so it's a point to Faulkner. It's 2-1. So in will come Colby Bates for Ree Keck, and Bates will serve. Bates gets it across. Ortega. Howell sets it up there to Ward, and there's a block for Hannah Bryan. So it's 2-2 is your score. Bates gets it across. Averett, and then the attack there by Ortega, kept alive by McCullough. Wheeler gets it across. Walker, then the setup there, blocked by Jordan. 3-2 the score. Here comes Bates on the serve. Gets it across, Walker. Howell set it up there to Ward, kept alive. Howell to Averett, nothing doing. As McCullough gets up under that one. Hart sets up there to Bryan, kept alive by Averett. Howell set it up to Ortega, nothing doing there as Hart sets it up to Jordan. Just kept alive by Walker or not. So whistle blew. So it's 4-2. The serve from Bates. Howell set it up there to Ward. Walker got it up, and then nothing doing there. So that brings the score now 5-2. It's a serve from Bates. It gets across Averett. Ortega. It's over by Wiggins. Jordan, the quick attack. There, nothing doing as Walker with the quick attack for Ortega there, excuse me. There was nothing doing. So it's 5-3 now. There's the serve there from Ward. Hart setting it up there for Bryan. Goes off of Grace Wiggins. And there's the point for the Lady Eagles. It's 6-3 early on in this fourth set, as now Hannah Oliver will come in. And Bella Vespi will come in for Faulkner. Vespi will serve for the Lady Eagles here. Vespi gets it across. Walker. Howell. Set up there to Averett. And the block attempt there from Rice and Jordan, it just sneaks through them. So it's 6-4. Here will come Averett on, or excuse me, that's Ortega on the serve. Pardon me. Hart. It's up to Bryan. Kept alive there by by Oliver. Hart keeps it up. It just sneaked over, and that's a point to Faulkner as I believe it was Moody touched it twice. Moody or Hollins, either one. So that'll bring the score now 7-4. So the referee's going to check on the book, make sure the rotations are correct here early on. Again, I'd like to give another shout out to our stellar FSN crew. So we continue to work hard through this game as the referee goes over the notes. Goes over the book here. Trying to make sure everything's matched up right in terms of even the starting lineups as well. But as it stands right now, it's 7-4, and you have to think this is the kind of start you would want if you're Faulkner. This is because, again, at this point, every conference game counts. They're sitting right now at 2, as both teams sit at 2-3. And the next game for both these teams, they got a couple of tough contests, as Faulkner will be here at home next Friday, October 6th. That game will be at 6 p.m. And that'll be against William Carey as the Lady Eagles will go up against the Crusaders, and then for UT Southern, they will travel to Marietta, Georgia next Friday to face Life University. Of course, the Faulkner game, you catch all the action here on FSN as well. And what next weekend looks to be a packed weekend, as we have all 5 of our fall sports going on at the same time as they give the point to Faulkner. 7-4. It'll be Ellie Sear on the serve. That one will get across. Ortega. Howell. The attack there by Ortega, nothing doing. Walker. Howell sets up to Ortega, and there's a quick kill for UT Southern. So it will be Isabella Garza checking in the serve now for the Firehawks. And as I was saying, next weekend looks to be a packed weekend, especially on Saturday, October 7th. All 5 sports for the fall are going to be playing. And they'll start out early with some women's soccer, and then at 1:30, volleyball will take the court. And then at 2 o'clock, it will be the men's team, the men's soccer team, in what has to be one of the more remarkable starts in school history, or in program history. For the Faulkner men's soccer team, they'll face their toughest challenge yet, or one of their tougher challenges, as they'll go up against the number 7 team in the country, William Carey. Come by and visit for the men's soccer team. And then the nightcap, it'll be Faulkner, I believe, will go up against Point for football. So end it off with some Saturday Night Lights here in the capital city. As we continue play here, as Ortega on the attack there, goes into the net, brings the score now 9-7. So McCullough will serve for the Lady Eagles. McCullough gets it across here, nothing doing. Walker, Hollins, and then just a miscommunication there. And there's another point for the Lady Eagles. So it's 10-7 now. That one gets across. Howell, excuse me. I keep trying to say Howell instead of Hall, or I'm trying to say Hall instead of Howell there. So pardon me, but Howell there on the attack, setting up the attack there that ends up getting UT Southern a point as Walker on the serve there. Delied by Sear, the attack there by Keck, nothing doing as Ortega. Howell set up there to Webb, or for Ward, pardon me, nothing doing there, and then a quick attack from Faulkner, range true. So at 11-8 now to score. Yeah, football will face Campbellsville University at 6 o'clock on the 7th, so it's going to be a full day of sports here on Faulkner's campus next weekend. Ought to be a lot of fun. It's a block there, kept alive by Walker, just came flying in out of nowhere, but it goes out, so it'll be a point to Faulkner's, 12-8. Hart will be on the serve. Hart gets it across there. That was Garza. And the ensuing attack there by Ward finds the mark for UT Southern. So they'll bring the score now 12-9. And it will be Howell serving now. Howell, that one just barely gets over. Wheeler tried to get up under his, got up under it, got it, but it just bounced off the net. So that'll bring it 12-10. Here is Howell on the serve once more. It's across McCullough. Hart to Jordan. Off of Howell, and there's a point to Faulkner. 13-10 the score. So it'll be Colby Bates on the serve now for the Lady Eagles. Bates will get it across. It's Everett. Howell sets it up to Ortega. McCullough. Hart sets it up there to Jordan, and that one just drops down. There's a point to Faulkner. 14-10 the score. Here's Bates again. It's across Everett. Howell sets it up to Everett, and there's the quick kill for the Firehawks. 14-11 the score now. As Ward is on the serve again. Or is on the serve for UT Southern. Lied there by Howell. And the attack there by Ortega, nothing doing. McCullough. Jordan on the attack there. And it just couldn't get sent back over. So it'll be a point to UT Southern. It's 14-12. Attack there, and that one goes out. So there's a point to Faulkner. 15-12 the score. Now back in will come Julia Rice. and Bella Vespi for the Lady Eagles. And here's the serve from the freshman. Gets across, Ortega. Howell set up there to Everett. Kept alive by Jordan. Hart to Bryan. Does that stay in? It does not. And that will bring it now 15-13. And the crowd firmly disagrees with the call. As now McCullough will come back in. It's 15-13 now. As Everett gets it across. Bryan. McCullough to Bryan. Blocked there. Off of Bryan, off of Rice, and it drops down. And there's a kill for Grace Wiggins. So 15-14 the score. Everett gets it across. Bates. Hart to Rice, and there's a kill for Faulkner. It's 16-14 now, your score. And now Ellie Sear will be the one to serve. For Faulkner. Again, the Lady Eagles trying to force set 5 here. Howell sets it up to Ortega. Nothing doing there. McCullough to Owens. Kept alive there by Oliver. Set up there by Howell. The attack there from Moody. Nothing doing there. Is Bryan on the attack there. Kept up by Wiggins. Sent back over by Ortega, and Bates couldn't get up under it. So it's 16-15. And it's just been a razor-thin margin between these two. In this fourth set as that one gets across, and that one off the bump from Owens goes out. So now that'll bring the score tied up at 16 apiece. Gets across there from Garza. Kept alive by Sear. There'll be a point to UT Southern. It gives it 17-16. There's Garza on the serve again. Rice gets up under that one. Sear sets up to Bryan. That one just barely gets over the net. And that one goes out. So now to bring the score 18-16. As there'll be a timeout here from Coach Tori Renda. And we'll take a quick timeout with him as well. You're watching Lady Eagles Volleyball here on FSN. As both teams return to the court here, I want to give a reminder, tune in tomorrow as I look and I see members of Faulkner's men's and women's soccer team in the crowd tonight. As tomorrow, both teams will face Dalton State. The women will play first at 3:30. And then the men's soccer team, who is receiving votes, playing in probably the biggest home game in program history, as the men's soccer team receiving votes, having the best start in program history, go up against the number 2 team in the country, Dalton State. So tune into that game tomorrow at 6. Or if you're around in the capital city and got nothing to do on a Saturday, come on down and watch the games in person. It ought to be a lot of fun. As Faulkner now back in the lead, 19-18, a quick timeout from head coach Janae Yancey. And again, Faulkner fighting hard to stay in this set as again they're trying to keep this game going as we have I wouldn't even call it necessarily a wave. I would probably call it more of like a wake. Just a little, like a small little wake. But I love the attempt though. From the crowd. They're enjoying watching these girls fight hard against UT Southern. Again, this game is important for both teams, especially as you continue. You're right now flat smack dab in the middle of conference play. So every win even more important, especially in terms of seeding for the conference tournament, which we held here in Montgomery down at the Crampton Bowl Multiplex. As we're all tied up at 19. McCullough gets that one up. Bryan set up there to Keck. Ortega gets up under that one. Howell set up there to Moody. Kept alive by Rice. Sear gets it back over just barely. Garza saves that one, and then the kill by Ward and the setup there by Howell gives UT Southern the advantage. It's 20-19 the score. And there's the serve from Ortega. McCullough gets up on that one. Sears sets it up there to Keck. Goes off the net. It doesn't go over, so that's a point to UT Southern. It's 21-19 as Coach Tori Renda will take a timeout and rally the troops. And we'll take it with them. You're watching Lady Eagles Volleyball here on FSN. Welcome back as the server Ortega gets across. Julia Rice on the attack there, kept alive by Howell. Moody on the attack, nothing doing. Moody sends it right back. Does it go out? It stays in. It's 22-19. It's 22-19 now. Here comes Ortega on the serve. Goes off of the hands of Ree Keck. There's a service ace for Ortega. It's 23-19. We have a 23-19 on our hands here. as Ortega goes on here on the serve. Keck, Sear sets it up there to Keck, and there's a quick point for Faulkner as they're not done yet. It's 23-20 the score. And McCullough will be on the serve for Faulkner. McCullough getting ready. And that one goes into the net. Now it is 24-20. It's game point for the Firehawks. And there's a quick serve from Walker. Sear sets it up there for Owens. That just finds the mark. And Faulkner's still in it. It's 24-21. Mandy Hart on the serve. Hart gets it across. Ortega. Garza sets up to Averett. Kept alive by McCullough. Bryan sets it up to Keck. Gets it over. Garza. Howell to Averett. Kept alive somehow by Garza. Hart setting up there to Jordan. And there's a kill for Faulkner. It's 24-22. Faulkner fighting with everything they got at their last breath. And UT Southern's going to take a quick timeout. So Faulkner coming out of that last timeout was down 19-20. And then that quickly turned into 24-20. And now this Lady Eagles team fighting with everything they got left to get back into it. Only down by 2. Again, Faulkner trying to force a 5th set. If they can force a 5th set, if they win this, if they can come back here, they get the 5th set. If UT Southern wins, it's game over. So both teams return to the court. It is game point for UT Southern. Faulkner fighting with everything it's got left. And Mandy Hart will be on the serve. Hart gets it over. Ortega gets up on that one. Howell sets up to Averett. Blocked by Wheeler. Sent back there by Hollins. Kept alive. Jordan sends it back over. Ortega gets it up. And then it was blocked by Wheeler. The attack by Ward goes out, and Faulkner, the comeback bid falls short. As UT Southern will take that last set 25-22, but it could not have been a braver fight and a harder fought game from these Lady Eagles. As this weekend, it might be an 0-2 weekend, but this team is putting everything is starting to put everything together, even though it's late in the conference, even though it's in the middle of conference play, but still, this team putting everything together, and they have no reason to hold their heads down low. They can hold them up high coming out of this game. But again, Faulkner, they'll lose tonight, and they'll go down to 3-11 on the year, 2-4 in the conference. Again, their next game will be next week at 6 o'clock here in Tyne Davis against William Carey. We'll have all the action for you here on FSN for our UT Southern fans out there. The Firehawks move up now to 10-7, 3-3 in the SSAC, and their next game will be on Friday. Will be next Friday as well at 5 o'clock on the road in Marietta, Georgia against Life University. So again, safe travels to our friends here from UT Southern. Thank you for joining us tonight as well, all the fans. And for all of us here at FSN, thank you for taking some time out of your Friday night spend with us. And until next time, everybody have a safe weekend. Enjoy the night. Get a good night's rest and enjoy some fun tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun with Faulkner men's and women's soccer both facing Dalton State. Again, the men, biggest game, biggest home game in program history. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you next time here on FSN.